Hello, everybody out there in Twitchland. It is time for some Dawn of Flame, Starfinder in the Svenzone. We have with
Yay.
us our awesome players. Jingo, say hi.
Hello.
Reno,
Hey,
Flame,
Bobby.
Starfinder in the Svenzone. We have with
yay.
us our awesome players. And
Jingo,
Roberta,
say
say hi.
Hello.
Reno,
Hey,
Flame,
Bobby.
Starfinder in the Svenzone. We have with
yay.
us our
I didn't hear Bobby.
awesome
Does that make a
players.
difference?
Nobody heard Bobby.
And
Jingo.
Roberta,
Okay.
say hi.
Hello.
Awesome. All right, so we have sound. No, we don't have Bobby. So, and we have Mantha in the chat. Welcome, welcome.
Manta.
Hello, Mantha.
Anatomic. Greetings, greetings. So if you guys want to know much about the characters, you guys can let me throw that up.
Wow.
There you go. So there's the info on the characters. Don't forget, feel free, those of you watching, to feel free to use your points. Jingo, thank you so much for the biddies. That is awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, nice. Okay. So, Jingo, I didn't realize you had switched your Twitch stream to Ship of Fools as well. Cool. That's good to know.
Yeah, yes.
Awesome. So,
I am still me on Twitter. The Ship of Fools is its own thing. I am still Jingo the Fool on Twitter.
on
Ship
Twitter.
of
Okay.
Fools is, on Twitter. Over on Twitch,
Cool.
it's all about the Ship of Fools.
Well, my moderator, my chief moderator is on it because she had everybody look at your correct Twitch. So that's awesome.
Hey.
So, looking at the message of the day, which is up in the middle of the screen. Let me fix.
I'm hearing Bobby a little bit.
Bobby, you there? Scan UI.
I can hear you.
I can hear you. Sven hasn't said anything yet, though.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I'm not hearing Bobby. That's weird. Let me look at my Discord. Yeah, I show him muted in Discord. I wonder why you guys can hear him. That's weird.
Maybe you muted him.
All right, and Roberta, is your camera working okay?
Why do you ask?
Because I lost your picture.
You're,
My camera.
there she is.
It's on the my VC is on the wireless connection, so it may occasionally pop in and out.
So I was
All right, so I got it fixed. So we can hear Bobby now. We can see Roberta.
Frozen, I think.
Awesome.
okay. When you're leveling your character and you click the little magnifying glass, what do you do after that?
So on your main page, you then let me grab that real quick so I can make sure I don't mislead you. You click the magnifying glass next to his class and level.
Yes.
All right, so then a little piezo symbol, little ribbon, little man, however you want to describe it, next to where it says Technomancer Intelligence, all the way over to the left. I mean the right. Drag that and pull it down just a little bit and let go.
Okay. There it is.
Perfect.
And then my
And then look over in your chat, and you'll see all the stuff added to you. Reno, do you remember off the top of your head what did you have to choose anything besides your feet as a Technomancer and your spells?
no, not uh,
Give me a moment.
so
Back him up on this. You are a technomancer.
yes.
Yes, he is.
At third level, what you get is spell focus,
Hmm.
tech lore, and weapon specialization.
Okay.
Spell focus should have appeared in your abilities. You'll want to look that up and see what it does, because it probably does something pretty cool. Tech lore, I'm not sure what that does either. I imagine it has to do with your skills. It's probably a bonus to a skill, so check those two things out.
Yep, its bonuses to 2 skills actually: mysticism and computers.
Okay. Now, my next question was it says I have 8. Okay. I was looking at that wrong. Total. Okay. Never mind. I was looking at that part wrong. So I got it gave me spell focus, tech lore, and weapon specialization. I think those are the new ones.
Correct.
Okay. So now all I got to do is the skill points.
Skill points and spells.
Okay. And I only have 6.
May I ask a question while you're doing that?
Please do.
On my actions page, it says feats and race, and then it says a number of things. If I'm reading this correctly, the only one of these that I need to interact with would be spell cache, correct? Everything else is just a bonus. This is just a uh, writing down of what's there, and then the spell cache is the one thing that I can actually the action thing. Would that be correct?
So,
All right, so I'm looking.
Yep.
I know you
Ow.
do interact with the spell cache, yes, because that gives you, both you and Loki have a spell cache, which means you get 1 extra spell a day you can cast. In addition to your spell slots, you get 1 extra spell a day, and you just tick it off when it's done. Orindor.
okay.
Sneaky.
All right, one other thing I
Halfling
need
luck.
to do is level up
Yeah,
my
so
pet.
Halfling luck should be in the combat tracker.
Yep.
All right. Where? Spells. How
And
do
your
I?
theme. So, yes, yep, what you just said is correct. The only thing you need to worry about is. The only thing you would interact with is the
Okay. Come on.
Spell cache. Everything else is in the combat tracker. So your sneaky, your halfling luck, your noble scion, all those are in.
Okay.
Now the sneaky. Just remember, just that's something you can remember if you ever sneak. I don't know that you hide much. You did for a little bit out in the sauna town, but
Right.
just keep that in mind. Something it only affects when you're moving. You normally have a big minus for that, but this reduces that.
Um.
Take
Okay.
Okay.
Oh man.
Arc pistol.
So okay. Got to pick the spells now. Damn it.
Specialization. Club is a basic melee. Let's see. All right, so we're checking out and seeing if we leveled up. So Doc, since you're done, why don't you tell us something cool that happened when you got to level 3?
Well, I am not done yet. I am trying to figure out how to level up my companion.
That's something I can do for you. It's very easy. You gotta pay
Uh-oh.
for it, and you gotta take the time to do it. You've had 3 days since
All right.
we last left, so you do have the time and the money. So we will do that in just a moment.
All
Um,
right. Something cool that I found when I was leveling up. I was sitting around playing with my med lab, trying new formulations, and I came across one that allowed me x-ray vision for about 5 seconds.
Nice.
And I could see through a wall. And then after that, I got a head rush so bad that I blacked out. And I can't remember what that formula was. But I did it once for 5 seconds. Maybe someday I'll remember what that formula was. And I'll create a potion of x-ray vision. But I came this close.
If you look in the back of many comics, you can get those X-ray glasses, and you can get them a discount usually. See right through
Hadn't
through
thought
women's
about
clothings. I
those.
mean,
Oh, yes.
clothings and sort of thing.
Hey, that's funny. Fievel found some X-ray glasses.
that's right. He found some legit magic slash technological combined things that allow him to see through certain objects as well as walls and stuff. All right, so
Sven, I'm just gonna hold off on the spells for now, so we can get started.
all right, so everything else on yours is done. Don't forget your feet also, Loki and Twitch. All right,
I
so
can't remember how
besides
to do it right now.
that, did you get anything else exciting, Jingo?
Oh, I learned how to combine 2 of my hacks together so that I can give people 2 bonuses at the same time. But I can
Awesome,
only do it once a day.
very cool. So at level 3, everybody gets weapon specialization for the whatever class weapons um, proficiencies you have. So you start off, um, for example, with basic melee weapons, small arm. Majority of people have those two. Um, and if that's what you have, then uh, for your class, you also get weapon specialization, which means, except for small arm, it gives you a +1 bonus per level on your damage. So you'll notice as you guys look at your weapons, I haven't gotten a Twitch yet, but everybody else has +1 to +3 damage, at least, to their weapons. Except small arms. Small arms is half your level, so um, you'll only get 1 right now. Next level, when you hit level 4, you'll get +2 damage and stuff like that. but that's all been factored in. So, Orndor, what did you get that was cool?
As far just a curiosity, if it says 3 in brackets on the feat, does that mean that it was achieved at level 3?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the one thing I got for a feat was skill synergy, similar to what Doc Dade got. And it says that I understand how 2 skills work well together. So, and they cannot be stacked, but I can get a bunch of stuff going as I go along as far as creating these skill classes that work together and bonuses on insight
Right. So
from
you
that.
gave you got a bonus to your that gives you a +2 bonus to your athletics and your stealth. Or they made them class skills for you. More than likely, they made them class skills for you because you, as a technomancer, typically don't have those, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
But it might have been a +2, who knows? But regardless, you're now at +8 on both of those. That's very cool.
Those are by far my highest. Athletics, well, I was trained in. Stealth, I just got trained in recently, so that's cool. And I added another spell to my spell array, as it were. I was told by some magical creature in the sky that I'm not allowed to increase my energy ray damage. However, I acquired magic missile, which is pretty cool. Again, it deals it's two missiles deal 1d4 plus 1. It's a nice it's 130 feet range, and they are magically energy, and they are unerring. However, it says the creature must be a valid target. So if your creature is not valid, then you're really screwed. However, I had a question for you actually about this. It says you can target a single creature or several creatures, but each missile can strike only one creature. So that means if you're doing both the same creature, each missile is hitting both the same creature, right? It's not saying like, well, you do one, but that's it.
No, yeah, you get 2 missiles. You can shoot one guy twice, or you can shoot 2 separate people.
Okay.
And as a full attack action, if you're standing still and don't do anything else, you can shoot 3.
Now, does that have the same negative modifier that it does when you do a single action in the past? Like
No,
-4 for each one, something ridiculous?
no, they don't miss. I'm just saying if you
Okay.
don't move, you can shoot 3 magic missiles.
Okay. That's cool because many times I don't move. All right, sweet. Yeah, it's pretty potent too. I mean, comparatively.
It's one of the best
Right.
spells in D&D.
Right. What it's saying is
Nice.
you can't hit this. You can't use one missile to hit 2 creatures.
Okay. Can't ricochet off their armor after doing damage, huh?
Right.
Oh,
So let me see. So Stan, did I miss any of the
I still
Did I
show you
miss any of
downstairs. So.
the spells for level 1 that I have? Jolting Surge I already had. Overheat. Did I have Overheat Blast as well? Let's see, 15.
I believe you guys only picked up one spell. That's what I was checking on real quick while
Right.
you guys were talking, but I was fixing your weapon damages first. So let's check that real quick.
I had a question on Overheat Blast. Does a lot of damage nicely.
Yeah, what was your
It
question?
says, okay, well, it says it does the 2d8 fire damage to one creature in a cone. Now, if its range is 15 feet, the cone shaped burst comes out. Now, how does that mean by the time it gets to 15 feet, it is then 5 feet or 10 feet? Like, how big is the cone by the time it reaches its limit?
When you draw a pointer for the spell on a map, you can right click and choose cone, and
Okay.
it will draw the cone for you in the correct shape.
Ooh, okay. I will have to try that later on. But that answers my question. It's where I collect the heat generated by nearby bodies and devices and vent it outward in a thermal wave, dealing 2d8 fire damage to creatures and objects in the area. So creatures and objects, so I could melt stuff if I'm not careful.
It's totally not a burning hand spell because burning hands is owned by those wizards, you know, the ones from the coast. So
Yeah,
it can't be burning hands. It has to be, what'd you call it?
it's overheat blast.
There you go.
Because I'm
Oh, how do I do this?
mending.
How do I add?
All right, so I was just looking at something here, trying to find some information. I'm not seeing it real quick, so I'm not going to worry about it for now. But basically, the other answer to your question is it depends on how you're shooting your spell as well. It
Okay.
either goes 1 square, 2 squares, 3 squares,
Right.
or if you aim it a certain way, um, it's 3 in a straight line, and then you add the 1 and then add the 2. If it's straight in front of you, it's like a fan, so it goes 1, 2, and then 3. So it just depends on how you shoot it. But we can show you when we pull up a map.
Yeah, that's right. I said I'll wait until the map comes up. I'll see what it looks like.
All right, and so Bobby, to add a feat or spell, you find it in the list on the right, and then just drag the Paizo symbol over for a feat, the abilities page, the spell on your actions on your spells page.
So,
Spells known, third. Yeah. Bonus
okay.
spell. Okay. Yeah, so as a third level techno, you should have 6, 0, and 4 first. So you should pick up one more 0 level spell and one more first level spell as a technomancer for Loki. All right, Twitch. Now that you're back, what happened as a mechanic at level 3?
So at level 3, I automatically got a feat called Overload, which I find really interesting because I can overload the circuitry for an item of any kind for 1 minute. I think it was 1 minute. I'd have to go back and read it. But I picked a personal feat, which was blind fight, which I found rather unique and interesting given the fact that I have to wear shades all the time anyway, because the sun is just so stinking bright. I'm
Right.
used to subterranean stuff. So having the blind fight is a nice idea.
Nice, it gives you, like toughness or some of these other feats that seem really simple, it actually gives you a bunch of different bunch of different bonuses depending on the scenario. So you're right, blind fight is pretty cool.
Alright, I already have that. So,
Yeah, and your overload, I'm looking for the range. It says
I think it's 30 feet.
you must be adjacent to the device to use this ability. Okay. Cool. But yeah, it just makes something non-functional for a round. So that's most weapons, some androids, some armor, electric armor, stuff like that. Very cool. All right, so that is Twitch.
Huh.
All right. All right, and Loki, you got the spell focus, which, let me add that to you.
So you said I get one more level 0 spell?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's no. I'm
1, 2,
using the little
3,
thing at the
4,
bottom,
5.
and
Yeah.
the
Right.
only one that's coming up I already have.
Huh. There should be more than one level 0.
That overload ability,
Yeah.
there's no limit to the number of times you can use it. You just can't use it on the same device within 1 minute. But I looked, there is no limit to the number of times you can do it. It's at
Nope.
will.
Just have to be
Yes.
adjacent to it. It does take an
Just have
action,
to
but
be.
still.
It does take an action, but you could do it every round of something. There's also a list of things read down that it doesn't work on, like
Right.
robots and powered armor and things.
Hold on.
I got stuff for that.
Hold on, I think I've
All right, so look, I would guess, so Bobby, go down to where it says on the very bottom right of your total screen, click the library.
Okay, library.
And that should pop up a window. And then on the bottom of that window that just popped up on the bottom left, it says modules. Click that.
Uh-huh. Which one do I need to load?
All right, and then so for the main ones you want to make sure you have the Starfinder core rulebook.
Yep. Okay.
And then you would click the little load button, and then if the little laptop next to it is open, then that means it's loaded. The core rulebook is going to take up to a minute because it's the biggest one. Other than that, if you don't have it already, you want the character operations manual. That'll give you some more spells.
It looks like all of these are. Oh, hold on. Starfinder's Armory, Alien Archive. Yeah, that's already. Yeah.
All right, so they're all loaded already?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right,
There's
so
only
now
like one or.
what you want to do is let's make sure that your other stuff is set correctly. Pop open the spells over to the right.
Hold on, let me pull that down so I can close that.
Sidebar. All. All right, and now on the top where it says group, what does it say in that box?
All.
Okay, that's good. All right, so now on the going from the bottom where it says class, what does it say?
I have Technomancer in there.
Okay, and then level, what does it say?
I put 0.
School, what does it say?
I put Conjuration in there.
There you go.
Gives me like
So that's the problem. So get rid of conjuration, and you want to go all the way to the top where it's blank, and click that.
okay. All right, there we go.
Cool. Yeah, it's
Okay.
tricky sometimes. One little thing will throw everything off, and you just gotta go step by step and figure out what it is. As a DM, it gets crazy sometimes.
I get one of these, and what you said. How many more?
And then one level 1.
Okay, and a
So
level
you'll have
1.
6 and 4.
What do you do? Okay.
Oops, hold on a second. Let me get back to him. All right. All right. So while I'm doing this, Jingo, we're gonna take a step back real quick and learn a little bit more about where you guys are.
Give me a moment here.
So here is a
Zoom it in
picture
so my old eyes.
as you guys are moving through the different bubbles. It's what it looks like as you're flying between the bubble cities. Here's another picture, sort of from the side of these bubble cities. And the important one. So this big one, do you guys remember where you just were?
We were in
Asana Town.
not in Asana Town in the
Yep.
in their like I don't know what they call it, their main hall museum.
Yeah, so
Horizon House, something like that.
Yep. So you went to the Asana Town, and then you shot over, and then that's where you met the no mind's going blank. The little Yusoki and her wife, and you then took a little jaunt to go to one of the little tiny bubbles next to it, and then you went back to Asana Town. You are now all the way over. If you look at like 11 o'clock, you'll see Stella Kuna,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
it says Deep Cultures Institute with a little arrow. That is where you guys are right now, the DCI. That is where the Yusoki works, and um,
That's
all right. I was just distracted by whatever Orndor just threw in the chat. All right, so this
What
is
it is?
called the Burning Archipelago, or however you pronounce that word, and you can all these different things. Again, just a quick background. Nobody really knows who made these cities or why they exist. That's one of the main purposes of the Deep Cultures Institute, is to find out who built these, and they believe they still exist and that they're inside the sun itself. Um, and that's why it's called deep cultures, because they're deep in the sun. Um, this is built on the corona of the sun, um, and this is also called the burning. The sun itself is called the burning mother. So if you hear that term, the burning mother is referring to the sun. Um, and Don Shore is the big governmental head, where the archipelago Senate chambers are. The Radiant Cathedral is to Sarenrae, which is the deity that of the sun. And so and that was the whole. We've heard some of the history of how they got here and stuff like that. But I want to take a quick moment, and as you guys have spent these last 3 days, you've been helping out the Deep Cultures Institute. Um, you've been conducting interviews for people who, because of the success you had, uh, quelling the uprising in Asana Town. Um, so this is some of the information that you all have learned. Um, so Jingo, if you would share with us what it says about Asana Town. This is just, again, just a little background on what the general Pact World thinks about Asana Town and knows about Asana Town.
All right. The bubble that connects Corona to Dawnshore is almost completely populated by Lashunta immigrants. The Lashuntas here put on a half-hearted show of being a typical ethnic enclave, and they have enough local industry to keep the lights on, but it is clear that their major focus is something else. Those who keep watch on the markets have noted that Asana Town has been siphoning up a variety of weapons in large quantities, much more than could be used by its small population. While Lashunta visitors don't always stay in Asana Town, most make a pilgrimage to the Church of the Burning Mother here, a Lashunta sect of the Church of Sarenrae. Unlike other sects, the Church of the Burning Mother has kept itself strictly separate from the Radiant Cathedral, and its priests rarely leave the bubble.
Hmm.
All right, and you guys saw that when you were there as he's uprising. A lot of the people were talking about, the Shuntas should be here. It should all only be at La Junta. That's part of what the uprising was about. Um, Now that that was quelled, uh, they were ridiculing people and harassing people that weren't La Junta while you guys were there. That was part of this whole thing. And the other thing is the Deep Cultures Institute. So what does the Infosphere tell us about the Deep Cultures Institute, Jingo?
Give me one moment.
That was on the page prior to, I think, 15, page 15.
While the Sun Atlas Group often acts as if any structures within the Sun are only archaeological in nature, the nearby Deep Cultures Institute takes the opposite tack. They believe the sun is still inhabited by at least one species of incalculable power and wisdom. The scholars of the Deep Cultures Institute maintain a veneer of science, but they are widely derided as mystics or even cultists of the outer gods. So they're Moonies or Sunnies. They're Sunnies that pretend to be scientists.
Yeah.
All right, and Roberta, would you mind reading that thing I just shared with you? This also talks about the Deep Cultures Institute.
A portion of the Deep Cultures Institute is open to the public in the hope of generating interest and support of solar research. Called the Museum of Endosolar Sciences, the facility downplays much of the search for intelligent life within the sun to instead focus on the extraordinary physics, metaphysics, meteorology, and even geology of the star. Exhibits describe solar flares, rare minerals formed within the sun's crucible, and the history and construction of the burning archipelago.
So, in other words, if you think about it like SETI, the search for terrestrial intelligence, extraterrestrial intelligence, people looking for aliens. But in addition to that, they also do other things to make money while they're doing what they this other search that nobody believes in. It's the same thing with Deep Cultures Institute. What their real goal, ultimate goal is to find out this culture they believe that lives within the center of the sun. But in the meantime, to make money, they run this museum. They have doctors there. They have physicists who are studying the sun itself. Um, and here's a little bit more about that. If you could share that with us, Reno.
Ready then? I can't see it. Damn it. Give me a second here.
I could loan you my glasses.
I moved my chat around. Now I can't read anything up above the last 4 sentences. Hold on. Damn it. Where is it?
Oh, how many level ones do I get again? I'm just,
One more, so you should have a total of 4.
okay.
So it's the one about the museum. Is that what you're referring to?
Yes.
The museum, this museum abuts the DCI's dormitory. Numerous explorers and researchers, including the PCs, which I guess is us, can earn patronage from the Institute by rendering services to it. Such helpers can stay in the dorms for free. The facilities comprise a dozen shared rooms, 2 lounges, and a few shared lavatories and a clinic.
Nice.
So I'm assuming that they're hinting that they want some help.
I would be willing to work the clinic in exchange for a place to sleep. Or whatever else they need me to do.
So the Midnight Corps has granted you the a bit, I don't know the technical term for it, but they are basically subcontracting you to the DCI. So the DCI is giving you the majority of your pay through the Midnight Corps. And so let me show you guys the map as you guys are settling down for the night.
We're subcontracted to.
Oh,
Wow.
So the way it should be is you should have all of the map grayed out, but you should still be able to see all of the map.
I see all the map. Now I don't see all the map.
So
That's
let
your
me give you,
screenshot.
actually, let me go back to that. I just realized that all the work I did was useless. So what I had done was I had moved you guys through the entire map, showing you what was what, so that when I turned off the line of sight, you would still be able to see everything.
Right.
But I then later on turned off the line of sight, which negates all my work. So we'll leave it like this for now. Just keep in mind you can't actually see everything.
Okay.
For now, I might switch it later on. We'll see. The only humorous thing about it was, depending on who you were, you saw different parts of the bathroom. So it's like Twitch. Orindor has seen every single stall. Doc has only seen one because he's a man of habit. He goes into the same stall every time he goes in there. Stuff like that. So this is the overall map as you're looking at it, and also so like the meeting rooms you hadn't actually seen inside, except for one of the conference rooms. Although those are windows, so you can see into the conference rooms. So the way it works is where you all are is on one level, and then as you go into this section, there's a stairway, and that leads down to this sort of like veranda, this place with a balcony. There's a globe of the sun, the burning sun above, hologram of the sun, and then you go down the steps into the lower level where all the exhibits are down here. This area over here is under renovation, this section here, and then over here are the actual laboratories. The med bay and the laboratory are over here in this section over here. This is a window right here, all along here, so you can look in and see what the scientists are doing. People visiting the museum can look in and see. You can also interact with this keyboard here. There's sort of like allows you to move and interact with different these mechanical arms and things that are inside the laboratory.
Cool.
And then where you guys are is, like it says, living quarters, bathrooms, a lounge over here, things like that. Besides the individual quarters that also. So I said you each have your own room. All right, so any questions before we get rolling as you guys are bedding down for the night? Anything in particular you want to do as you're getting ready to go to sleep with your footy pajamas and
No.
warm milk, little
Since we have an
stocking
outer room,
caps?
Beaker's going to sleep in the outer room. He's going to sleep in the chair over there.
Ow.
Orndor's going to check all his social feeds and find out any latest news on any higher ranking social people. Anything happening in the universe, we got to know about that stuff.
I'm gonna check and see if there's a potential bounty near me that I can pick up while we're here.
All right.
Okay. All I got left to do is pick defeat. Can you? I don't remember how to do that either.
Don't pick defeat,
Defeat.
pick life.
On the right side where it says feats, do you have the red button that says feats?
No. How do I add that?
So up above that is the little cog that says options,
That's what.
and then open that, and there's a thing that says sidebar on the bottom. Click that, and then you can just click
And just
feet.
add that.
Yep, you can click feats, or you can click them all, whatever one you want to do. Play, any one of those will do. And then you can close that. Once you have it over here on the right, just click feats. Just keep in mind, a lot of them have different requirements. So you may want to open up a note and as you're skimming through, say, oh, I'll eventually want this one, and drag it into that note. So that way you'll have a couple, because every odd level you get another feat. So, and
I keep saying I'm gonna do that, and I never do.
You also have several banks of save bars on the bottom. The 12 buttons.
Yep.
Control gives you another 12. Alt gives you another 12. Shift gives you another 12. Any two of those together give you another 12. And
No way.
all three of them give you another 12. So there you have multiple save bars down there to save info on.
Yep.
I have a hard enough time determining what to save in 12, let alone 24, 48, 72. Who you kidding? Oh, dear God.
Bless you.
I'm so glad I'm almost done with this garbage.
All right. I normally don't interrupt with the quote, but this one's pretty funny. We have our Wednesday night D&D group, Thursday night rather, has sidekicks. And so we have 2 players and 2 sidekicks at the time this quote happened. And it says, "We need to give our sidekicks something because they look like beggars and we're walking around like pimps from the 50s."
That's funny.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off the lights.
My tablet just died.
Well, if it's any consolation, your camera froze in a pretty decent place. So,
Position.
yeah, it's not like you're picking your nose or anything. So,
I will just leave it. I'll leave it alone then. Okay.
all right, so you settle down for the night. Doc, would you get a chance? Would you kill your pointer, please? And hear the various sounds, whether you use little white noise makers or hear your breath as you breathe and hear your heartbeat as the quiet overrides you, and you fall into a gentle sleep. By the way, let me share this with you. All right, Jingo, would you mind reading that for us real quick?
Unless otherwise stated, ceilings in the museum are 15 feet high, and rooms are well lit via skylights, windows, and other natural sources. Interior walls and doors are composites and as strong as steel. Most doors are locked with card reading electronic locks, computers, or engineering DC-25 to open. The PCs have guest key cards from DCI that open most of these locks.
Awesome. So as you're sleeping there, all of a sudden you are shocked awake by the blare of an alarm. And give me, I do apologize, guys.
Well, that's
I
rather annoying.
dropped the wrong link, and so now I got to find the right story entry. And for those of you who ever run any games in Fantasy Grounds, they are changing how the story entries look, and they're moving toward everything running from reference manuals. So it'll be a little bit easier.
Shame! Shame!
Yes, shame.
Shame.
I
How I
agree.
do it, pretty much.
Yep, I agree. Shame. Here it is. All right. So
Okay.
as we've already talked about, did you have a question, Bobby?
Nope, I'm done. I'm done.
The accommodations that you're staying in, DCI's Deep Cultures Institute, are very neat and very serviceable. At least they were 3 days ago when you moved in. Um, It's now late in the morning, or early in the morning, rather, late at night, whatever we want to look at it. There's a deafening klaxon. Ding, bang, wah, 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 wah. Security breach in museum complex. But then it abruptly stops, and you can tell it didn't run its course. It was cut off. And then you hear a voice. This has been an unscheduled test of internal security systems. Had this been an actual emergency, the alert you just heard would have been accompanied by further safety instructions. Please disregard this test. So you're definitely awake at this point. And I need everybody give me a DC 17 sense motive check, please.
Hell yeah.
I sense nothing.
All right, we still love you.
Wow, okay.
We all just got woken up out of a deep sleep. What do you expect?
Man,
Right, and you guys did spend your points, right? um, all right, so give me just a second here. I'm going to pull maybe Reno to the side. All right, so Reno, can you hear me?
yes, I can.
All right, so you realize that typically the voice you just heard is not the same one as the automated announcements that have occurred while you've been here.
Right. It's ironically enough, I was just about to ask you that. So
All
we
right,
all have
so we're back. And then I need a DC 15 culture check, please. Anybody who is trained in culture?
Anybody trained it? Not me.
we all have communicators like things where we can talk to each other.
You do, yes.
I'm assuming we can choose to talk to some person versus everybody.
Yes, now what you do with them when you go to sleep, that's up to you. But you do have comm units. So does anybody take yours off or set it to the side or do anything like that when you sleep?
No, Doc has a doctor's routine of always being on call.
I take mine off.
Okay. Orndor has his on
All
as
right.
well. So
Okay. So Doc, I sent you the message.
Let's see. Doc will
so
sit up in bed and kind of scratch his head and pull on his slippers and get up and pull on his lab coat and kind of walk over and open up his door and have a look around. And
Orndor is gonna be like, "Hey guys, you guys awake? Did you guys hear that?"
All right. So Doc, you can do that now.
they usually schedule tests in advance or announce them to avoid confusion. Dion alert, something's up.
Yeah, Doc. I don't think that was the regular voice that they use for these type of announcements. So I think something is awry here.
Yeah.
You should get the others up or something.
Yeah. Get everybody up. And I'm gonna go out of my little cubicle
Excuse me.
and bless you.
Bless you.
Go tap on Loki's door. Loki, get up. I think we have trouble.
All right, Loki, you hear a tap on your door. You did hear Orindor and Loki. What do you do with your communicator when you go to sleep?
I guess I'll leave it on.
All right, so you did hear them talk. You heard what they were saying, and then you hear
Okay.
them knocking at your door.
All right, I'm up.
Can you put Beaker on the combat tracker and on the map? He's not hiding in my coat right now.
There we go. That's what I forgot to do. Give me a second.
He would be in that chair.
He is in
I
NPCs.
closed the map.
All right, so once I fix him, characters. See NPC.
Here we go. I got it.
Ships. All right, where did he go? He's on his main page. They changed. Okay, they changed it. Hold on a second.
Yeah, there's no longer a spot on the character sheet for the companion.
It's in your gear. I
Ah,
just gotta find him now.
I'll be right back.
Okay,
Don't threaten us like that.
there it is. I found him. Okay. And he is leveled up.
cool.
I'll look it up later to see how much it costs and determine
I
some
will pay it.
backbaking payment plan. All right, so you should have. Let's see. Yeah, it's no longer on your main page. So go to your gear.
Yep, I see him.
Go. So you should be able to click on that as a player. You should be able to click on the Paizo symbol and open his stuff up. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay, now. All right, awesome. So he's now in the combat tracker. Let me put him on the map. All right, so there he is in all his glory. Um, all right, and so the lights are a little dim, but not turned off. So there's plenty of things for people to see. Sven Cloak. Okay, give me just a second. So what else are the rest of you guys doing? Think about that, and I'll ask you again in just a second.
Alright, I'm back.
Yay!
Fenn's getting his cloak.
Get,
Bless you.
getting his what?
His cloak. His cloak of non-invisibility. Voila.
Ah,
It is Svenster the Great.
That's right.
Okay.
Luckily, it doesn't cover up my Criddle shirt. But this is the Sven cloak. There's a black and red. Let me put my timer on. In the meantime, Twitch and Orindor up there in the north. What are you guys doing?
Orndor is going to start using his sneakiness and go to the door and gently open it, see if he can peek out. He has his semi-auto pistol in hand and assessing the situation out there.
I heard a commotion, but I didn't hear any talking because I had my communicator on the table next to me. So I'm going to put it on, get up, and gently open the door because I don't know what's out there.
All right, so you guys are free to move about the cabins. Bobby, you said you're gone. Are you back yet?
Yes, I'm back.
All right, and so what is Loki doing after Doc bangs on your door?
Crawling my ass out of bed. And I'm. Oh. And then I'm gonna walk out. Oh. Open the door.
I'm gonna let Beaker out to go scamper around.
All right, so I know we're not used to this type of thing, so I'll give you a little heads up. Anybody who is trained in computers, don't be afraid to access the computers if you want to do some computer checks to figure out what's going on, that type of thing.
I'll do that.
I will certainly do that.
Is there a terminal in one of these rooms?
Sitting right there in the. I got one
Yes.
on my chair, so I'm going to go right over there and take care of that.
I'm not sure if I own a personal computer or not. I would assume I do, but maybe I don't.
Little area there does. You also know the waiting area does too. We're sort of down by where Squawks is. That area has several of them as well.
All right, yeah, no, I do not own my own computer. Suppose I rely on the one on the ship. I'll have to change that. All right, yeah, I'm headed down to the little break room area where Squawks is to access a computer.
I crack open the door and I see Orindor out there. I'm like, hey, what's going on, man?
Oh, wait.
And I explain what just happened. Did you hear the alarms? The alarms went off, and then we heard an announcement. But I'm thinking that the announcement was fake. It wasn't what we heard last time.
Yeah, something's
Something's
not
up.
right.
I think that So we're.
It is a
Yeah,
museum. It could be a theft.
All right.
They're using the force. Let us go. Everything is fine.
Everything is fine. Let's go. All right, I'm getting my shoes on.
What's it, like
Okay, it's
12?
gonna take half an hour while he
Yeah.
puts on his 30 pair of shoes, laces them all up.
That's kitchen.
Got
I
the
would
high top.
imagine at
Converse high
this
tops.
point, Doc is not wearing his armor, and well, he always takes his med kit with him.
Gotcha.
But
You have your
which
bunny
means he
slippers
might
on.
have some syringes, but he won't have his needler or any of his other crap with him.
I have built-in armor. I'm good.
All right. So those of
Um,
you who have a computer or are near a computer, you just can't both use this in like Orindor and Twitch can't use the same one because there's only one in that room. But if you go down
I'm
where
looking
Doc
for
is, then he's, there's several down there.
You want it in the tower?
But
is that it?
no, just go ahead and give it's a straight computer check. It's a DC 15 if you're training computers.
Oh,
All right, so we've got a couple of you doing it. All right, so Doc, you get this.
Rondor has picked up the data pad there, the tab on the seat, glancing at it as he's cautiously moving towards to the next door through the atrium. Into there. Oops, go back. Yeah,
what is this?
You picked up the data pad. So where did you do your computer check?
in the chat.
No, where did Orindor conduct his computer check?
Oh, that's the tablet. Using the tablet. The tablet. There's not a tablet on the chair.
Well, it's a monitor, so you can't take it with you. You have to stay at the chair,
Oh, okay. My
unless you're going
mistake.
down to where Orindor is.
I
I
am
mean,
Orindor.
or you're going down where Doc is.
Oh no,
There's
my
computers there.
mistake. I thought that
So what is this?
was a comfy chair with a tablet on it. I was grabbing it.
All right, so this is what you learn.
Let's. Well, nobody is responding to a threat. Can I try to access the threat log, the record of, you know? Surely there has to be a log of other times it was tripped and other times it was tested.
Yeah, Doc. I'm doing the old Lieutenant Uhura thing.
So,
These unscheduled tests are definitely against the protocol here. This is definitely not usual. There should have been no test. Something's up.
No, something is up.
is this thing a computer I'm near?
No. Oh,
No.
yeah, you're with Doc. So yes, you're actually standing on the counter right now.
Oh, that's counter. Okay, so
But Doc has those three black things above him are all computers.
uh,
So does that answer your question, Doc? What Orindor said?
I'll just roll it.
It does.
I can read
See what I find out.
I found on the computer if you'd like. Holy mackerel, 20. It says that I searched the DCI guest and employee digital literature on the museum's internal infosphere and learned that such an unscheduled test is against institutional protocol, which I condensed down to, hey, this is not an unusual thing.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, and Loki, you're able to pull up as you hear Doc mumbling the list of scheduled checks and stuff, and you see it's not on there.
Okay. So yeah, you guys.
And just to clarify what Doc said, nobody's responding, including there is an observer class security robot here on site. It is not responding to any threat. There is no.
Can I activate it from here?
No, you don't have authority to do that.
We just give him authority.
We can hack the computer.
Just make believe he has the authority, and he does.
It's the robot is on and doing its job, but it does not perceive any threats so far.
So if it does perceive a threat, it will. So hopefully our passkeys will identify us as not a threat to the robot should we run into it right now.
All right, so Twitch, you got your shoes on now. What are you doing?
I'm gonna head down the hall, like down toward where Doc is. If I don't encounter anything strange along the way, then I'm gonna head down to where the balcony overlooks below.
All right, so feel free to move yourselves where you want to go.
Orndor
Are you
raises his
guys going to go
eyebrows.
together, or are you just going to start wandering off by yourselves? What do you want to do?
I'm gonna actually, if they're there, I'm like, come along, Beaker, scamper, scamper, scamper.
Okay, you just said I could move, but it won't move me.
You have to move through the
You have to open the
doorway.
door. There you go.
There you
Okay.
go.
You may not be able to move past Orndor until he moves.
There you go. I'm out of the way. As Twitch goes by, Orndor raises his eyebrows. Dude, you are sporting some style. Them high top canvas. See 12 pairs of Converse high tops in white
For all his credits, went.
going down the hallway. Got to picture that in your mind. And then we move on.
Chuck Taylor All Stars. I have a pair.
There you go.
I have a pair of blue ones on right now, the low tops.
Twitch
Mine
needs to
are-
get himself some wheelies.
There you go. See,
Mine are black with red
that's
piping.
useful.
Got some classic red and white checkered Vans on a pair.
Ugh.
All right. I believe somebody may be trying to rob the museum or sabotage something here, and it might be somebody on the inside because the security has been bypassed. It was triggered and then shut off, and this was not a scheduled test.
Okay.
All right, so why don't we head down?
Yeah, but
We'll
who are you going to
follow
believe?
Twitch.
Some strange doc who's never been here 3 days, or the mysterious voice who sounded very certain?
Ignore the wizard behind the curtain wearing the red cape.
In the red cape.
So yeah, Doc, where you're going, there is no exit,
Yeah, we're heading down this way.
and that is not a euphemism. That is a fact. It's a little literal statement.
Clarification there. All right, so are these doors visible? Can you see through these doors?
So
That
Twitch,
leads out
that's
to
the
the
hallway that
balcony.
goes all the way down and outside. You don't see anything in the hallway, Twitch.
Okay.
And Orndor, what was your question?
The doors that I'm standing in front of, there's two of them. One of them's open, one of them's closed. So I'm going to just peek it and see what's going on there. I'm assuming Loki's just standing there looking casual. Sleep still in his eyes.
Yep. So you know that this leads to the meeting rooms, and beyond this is the conference rooms.
That's what I wanted. That's where I wanted to go.
We're going down further down that way.
So here's the lounge, outdated entertainment center, kitchens, a fridge. You guys are at the double door labeled administration.
He's like, I got to take this call. Give me a second. Shit.
This is houses the workspaces of museum administrators, where you guys are now.
Okay.
Keep going if you want.
Do we want to go in there and?
This is that where Orindor is the way into the rest of the museum proper and where the labs are and the displays and stuff like that.
That's where I want to go. My first thought would be to go to the lab.
All right. Lead on.
You said it was right here, right?
Yep. And the doors to the north and south are administrator offices. You want the doors to the west
Okay.
is where you want to go.
Okay. Moving that way.
I guess I'll.
All right. So Loki, that hallway leads to the outside. Doc, you hanging back. Orindor's on the phone right now. He said he was going to go with Twitch.
I guess I'll stay with the groups.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
The speaker is kind of trailing behind us.
Okay. Found himself a little snack. Somebody left out.
Yeah, he
So he's
he
just
went over there
running
and
along.
rooted through the cushions and found a half-eaten bag of, Cheezos or whatever.
Jesus. Ooh, I got a bag of Cheetos out in my car.
Hey now.
Nice. So Twitch, Atomic Hero Squad, just redeemed a little help for you. He said
Nice.
for Twitch, just in case there's trouble. He's heading to bed. So at night, my alarm just went off, so the cape goes away. But that's the cape. You can do black or red. Um, thanks for redeeming for the using spend points. So awesome.
Thank you.
Twitch, you got a +2 in the bank
Okay.
that you can use. Um, if you don't use it tonight, it goes away. So
All right. All right. So I'm gonna open this door. Okay.
all right, so here's what it looks like. So you see that there's double doors that you're coming through. There's some chairs, low tables. It's basically a waiting room. Um, there's a door straight across that says Deep Culture Institute staff only. There's an elevator to the northwest across the room from you guys is a small 10 by 10 elevator that goes down to the floor below to help move big equipment and things like that. And then there's the stairway going down as well. Um, and then there's a transparent wall along the south that you can see through into different meeting room, conference rooms. And give me just a second. I'll add these up.
Wow, that was
What
a
is
suck
that?
ass job.
Bloodshot. Thug 12. There's Twitch. All right, so as you move into the room, you see in a Keshti. Let me show you a peak shore. So I would say Kishti are common enough that you wouldn't. Seriously, they don't have one linked. Oh, I gotta find the image. That you would know all of you would know what they are. So these are small. They stand about 2.5 to 3 feet tall. Um, some of the males are about 2 feet tall, and they live. They're native to Akaton, so where you guys just were when you did that little train robbery. That's where they're from, in the deserts there of Akaton, and live in the heat. Um, one of the cool things about them is that one of the reasons you know about them, even as kids and stuff, you learned about them, is because they can shoot blood out of their eyes up to
And
10 feet and shoot blood. Now, there's all different types of rumors as to what actually happens when that happens. Some people say it's acid. Some people say it's uh, they do it to feed each other, and some people say it causes pheromones until you then love them forever. So you're not really sure why, but you do know that they can shoot blood out of their eyes. Everybody says that. Um, besides being little short lizards, dude. And quick side note, it's a playable race.
interesting.
Or even shorter than me.
So as you come into the room, there's one standing there on the stairs.
Does he look suspicious?
What you doing there? Little feller?
So as you open the door, you hear on your comm units, uh, okay, ow, this, hello, is this on? You guys recognize Nib, the Yusoki?
Hey.
Hello, hey,
Okay.
crew, you heard that, right? Let me tell you, DCI is supposed to schedule any alarms. Tests to avoid things like staff members falling off stools and risking losing hours of work and the results of delicate experiments. So, could you go to the museum and check it out? I'll be up as soon as I can. And you hear clinking and clanging. You have a pretty good idea of she's referring to herself as the staff member that fell off the stool and lost hours of work.
Wow. Nib.
Oh, poops.
So I thought the staircase went down, not
Does.
up.
From where
It does.
we're at, it goes up onto another level. Where we came in was up.
Crap. Shoot.
Oh, okay.
You're saying it's a small balcony there where that big S, that wooden S is thing.
Yeah,
It
there's a
was.
balcony
cut.
above where
There
we're
it is.
coming out of that can look down
Boink.
on us.
Boink.
Right,
Boink.
but how do
I
we get
think.
down to the lab? I thought the stairs went down.
They do, but there were other stairs that went down in the other direction
What?
towards the museum stuff. Aren't
This
the
is not
labs
it.
like these doors and windows here? And the window beyond there? Oh wait, no, the labs are down the other stairs.
Yes. So, give me just a moment. I had always, one of them is incorrect. I believe the way I had always presumed this is set up is that this goes down to the layer, the lower level to the north, and then a second lower level again down below. Let me,
Okay.
but it just said it went up. So give me just a second here. Um, all right, here it is. This thing is so strange. They have all these different things. I'm about
I
ready to
feel
just pull
your
out the
pain,
book.
brother.
The fancy grounds
I've run
conversion
into
people
some of the
just did a
same
weird
stuff.
job.
because you weren't converting it.
All right, so this thing says it goes up, and then let me do one last thing. Give you guys a peek again.
Oh,
Up. Oh, I see what it is.
either
Okay,
way,
okay.
good.
Yeah, where the
So it
S
goes
is
up
up.
and then back down. All right, I thought it went down and then down again. So yes, it goes up and then back down. So yes,
Okay.
this guy's walking up the stairs. Now I'm gonna turn it back off.
All right. And I'm like, hey, what you doing?
We can probably barely see him over the banister then.
Correct.
Well, I'm tall enough. I should be able to see him.
Now we know what Jawas look like under their hoods.
That's right. All right. So as you come in, he's surprised to see you, and he is wearing
Fancy tutu.
Fancy tutu.
A brown robe with a hood. And he goes, Udini, Udini.
yeah. Houdini. So he has a sword and a rifle on him, and he's carrying the rifle, and he turns and points to you guys. So everybody, give me initiative.
Is she? Oh, baby.
Savage.
Yeah. Nice. Loki's finally awake. Rub that sleep out of his eyes. This is the same preacher, just a different picture, correct?
Correct. This is what this one looks like, with the
Okay.
armor and rifle and
Cool.
longsword.
Cool. She'll have a metallic teal.
Has everybody rolled their initiative?
Yep.
I'm not sure.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Okay. Yep. So Doc, you'll see that. Yep. Beaker will
I'm
always
looking
be
to see if he
directly
has to
after
roll
you.
his own.
Oh,
Oh,
he will
he
always
goes
be.
on mine.
It will always be directly after you. And although apparently it can't be done in 5e, Starfinder has done that. So I know from other companions we have, they will always go underneath you, after you.
Cool.
Meaning that they roll their own dice, or he rolls the dice for them.
Yeah, he rolls. Jingo, Doc rolls, and whatever Doc gets, Beaker always goes after him.
On the same roll.
Correct. Immediately after him, just like with Arakanid.
All right. Now, where I am with my feats with him is he gets a move for free. And then I can give up a standard action for him to take a standard action. I can give up a swift action for him to take a swift action, or I can give up a move action for him to take another move action.
Correct. Yep. He always gets a move for free. Yep. All right. So Twitch, yeah, I'll leave you guys there. I'll let you move. Everybody can move like 5 feet forward if you want. Okay, Doc, find a square, please, for my CDO. And that's OCD, but in alphabetical order. All right, and so Twitch, as you move to where you are, let me check something real quick. I need perception checks from everybody except Doc. You give me a -2 to yours, please.
Want him in the tower?
And Loki, give me a -1 on yours. No, the DC is 23.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no.
All right, and Loki, I need a perception -1.
Okay. Do I do that in the little thing at the bottom left-hand corner?
Nope, you can just roll it.
I will
It's
just.
DC 23.
Okay.
All right, so
9.
all right, so this dude's going first. Pulling up the comment tracker for the chat, for the stream. There it is. All right, so he turns and shoots at this big giant bug guy with his pulsecaster rifle. Oof. And we
I dive for cover.
start level 3 with a critical hit. This particular pulsecaster rifle does not have a critical effect. All right, so Orindor, you're next.
Does he need to move? I'm assuming he has to move slightly to not shoot at Twitch there as they're moving.
You would have a
Does
-5
Yeah.
to hit him because of Twitch and the stairway.
Yep, I'm moving over.
So diving for cover doesn't work in this situation?
Diving for cover is a reaction for a dex
Yeah.
save, a reflex save,
Okay.
which you can do because as Orindor moves there, this little piece of art that was sitting on the floor explodes.
I need one more right. I need one more space to the right.
Right,
There.
but as you get
Or
there,
left.
before you go anymore,
Okay. That
this
explodes.
thing explodes.
Okay. Is it doing damage to me or is it just like completely distracting me? I have my armor
So I
and
need Twitch and Orindor to give me a reflex save, DC 13. As Doc and Loki, you see this blast of
Damn.
I don't know if you guys watch America's Got Talent,
Bullshit.
but this huge blast of silver confetti goes blasting out everywhere. There's sparkling foil bits just come flying all the way out in this big 20-foot dome all around. And the dude is caught in it as well, so he'll give me a save as well.
The dude abides.
So I didn't save. Does that mean I can't dive for cover?
So I believe your dive for cover is a reaction, isn't it?
I think so. When you attempt a reflex save against an area attack or area effect, you can fall prone in an adjacent square and roll that reflex save twice, taking the better result of the two.
All right, so pick a square next to you. Open up. There should be a prone. I added the prone condition to it, so you can drag that to yourself. If it's on self, you can just click it and then re-roll the reflex. Although you're diving closer to the trap.
I'm diving closer to the trap. I had zero perception as to what the hell was going on. So if I'm diving closer to the trap,
6.
it is natural.
All right, so
at this
Orndor, you
point.
take 3 points damage.
Okay, let's try.
Okay.
again.
And you are covered in this. It adheres to everything in the blast radius. So you're
Are you telling
covered.
me I'm covered in glitter now?
Yes. So if you try to
My
hide,
worst enemy in the world, glitter, the thing I hate the most in the world.
if you try
I'm
to
now covered
hide,
in.
you will have a -4 to yourself until you clean off this glittery stuff. All right, and Twitch, your second roll was even worse than your first. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you take 6 points damage.
Okay, so I opened up the little bird thing in the combat tracker.
No, in the under your actions.
Uh-huh.
You
Oh,
should
hit the
have
little man.
yes.
Okay.
And there should be one that has
Prone.
yeah, the prone one. That's the one you want. There you go. So the first one is just a reminder, and that was already in the combat tracker. But the prone one is the one that you want.
Okay.
Perfect.
Gotcha.
And the cool thing is, so now when you stand back up, you can go into the winged foot, like you just said, and take it off and delete it.
Okay.
All right, so this thing goes up, and the whole floor in front of you guys is covered with this glitter all around. So now, Orndor, you can go ahead and finish your move. Finish what you were doing while I see if this guy was affected by it.
Okay. I only have 5 more feet right there. That says there. So 5, 10, 15. Actually, I have. Can you confirm whether I have 15 or 20? I mean, I know I have 20. Whether I have taken 15 or 20 feet to this point. I think I started in the corner, right?
Correct.
You
So that
So
is
I have
15 feet.
So I have one more then. Okay, I'm taking the one more right there. Okay, and then I'm using my semi-auto pistol to shoot this little bugger.
So you have -2.
-2. Already then? Come on, baby. Oh, that was a 14. This isn't a reflex save, right?
Oh, shit. I should have used my little help.
Give me a
You
little
were
help.
1 away from it working because you rolled a 10. It would have given you a 12, and you needed a 13. So
Oh, no.
I did think about it.
Okay. Maybe next time.
All right, so if you're finished, go ahead and click next.
Oh.
You.
You know what? I don't like to do this.
All right, Loki, you're up.
All right.
Okay.
Going to go. I guess I have to open the door.
Door should have been open already.
Yeah,
The
I
bottom,
opened it.
the bottom one's open. Maybe they're both open. I can't. Yeah, they're both open.
Hold on. Okay.
Yeah, they're both open.
And I'm gonna.
Combat auto initiative. I don't.
Go.
Good.
I think that's what I'll stop right there. And
All right.
I'm gonna. What's the name of that pistol that I always use? The arc pistol.
All right. So you have a -3 to hit. I mean, -2 to hit this guy.
All right. That. I'm missing those. Hold on. Target.
Okay.
Okay.
And Twitch, you're gonna be next. All right.
Missed.
All right. So Blam. Look, I happened to notice a while ago. You probably already fixed it, but if you didn't, um, your pistol should be fully ready to go now, with no shots taken except for the one you just did.
Okay.
Because you guys have had 3 days. Everything is full, ready to go. I presume your
It's
spell
fixed up.
slots and everything are all full. I forgot to give you guys a long rest before we started, but if it's not, make sure all your spell slots are full. All right, Twitch.
Mhm.
I'm gonna stand up and shoot that guy on the stairs.
All right, so standing up is your move. Make sure you take off the prone because it'll give you minuses.
Oh,
And then go ahead
yep.
and
Hang on.
shoot it. Go ahead and take a shot. It's a -2. Actually, for you, no, there's still a railing and he's still a tiny guy, so it's still a -2.
Delete item. Come on. Okay. So it's a -2 for me.
Yes, that's correct.
And why is it -2?
Because he's a 2-foot guy behind a railing on a stair.
I'm
Partial cover.
7 feet. What's your point? Okay.
Parker.
Oh, dear God.
GM Sven is fine. I appreciate the compliment though.
Wow. Mm-mm. Okay, so I still hit him because I'm 7 feet tall. And yeah. Ha. Sucker.
Very nice. All right, Doc.
All right. You're going to move into the room to have a look.
So you see Twitch and Orindor are all sparkly.
Hmm. All right. I'm going to call for Beaker to come here. And then, let's see. Is anybody hurt?
Not into hit points yet, no.
Okay.
But Twitch is down stamina, as is Orndor a little tiny bit.
I can do nothing about stamina loss. Bedazzled with glitter. Oh no. You're fabulous.
Can't hear you, Reno, if you're talking.
All
The
right.
SP means is the stamina. I mean,
Yes,
and then what's the fatigue then?
that's the damage that happens to the stamina.
Yeah, fatigue is how much stamina you've lost.
So you cannot fix that part of it. You have to wait until, like, for example, an Orndor Ace 18 is to go up to 18 in fatigue, and then when he
Yeah,
starts getting
if you
damage,
take any actual damage, I can fix that.
okay.
The Envoy, for the most part, is the only one who can heal stamina. There are a couple of new things, but for the most part, Envoy is the only one that does it. And you guys have never
But
played an Envoy.
the idea is to get through a fight without getting into your hit points because a short rest gets all your stamina back for one resolve point.
Right.
So what I'm going to do is I could do it for well no that only doesn't help stamina. I'm going to, because Twitch is right there, take one of my syringes and there we go. I didn't get it on her first.
Nice.
Stick you with a little needle and it makes your skin a little harder. These little nanites crawl out across your skin and kind of form a little dragon scale pattern, giving you a point of armor class.
Nice.
Cool.
Carbon fiber skin, huh? The dragon skin.
Yeah. A little carbon fiber sheen for a few rounds.
All right,
And
be done. Go ahead and click next.
I will call my companion to there, and that's all he will do. Oh, it did let me pass his turn.
All right, Orndor. Back to you.
Back to me.
There we go. Good.
So the vision that I see is all I can see, correct? So
Shoot.
I'm only seeing this one dude running up the stairs, correct? So I'm gonna go 5, 15, and then right at the edge, right there. I'm taking a shot at that dude. Is that allowed? Okay, there we go. All right. There we go. There's no minuses this time, so
No
here we go.
minuses because he's up higher than you, but there's no railing between.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Here we go. Wow. May I interject some real life here for a moment? Yesterday I was watching Planet thing that BBC did, and they showed some manta rays, and these things have like up to 20-foot span of wings, and they come out like a dolphin and shoot up into the air and fly for fun. So they do this for fun. They shoot up, wings spread, and then I forget where it was, somewhere in the world. 100,000 of them that gather and swim along And if you look at it from the aerial view, it looks like it's carbon fiber or, all these little triangles that are like a fabric laid out into the ocean. And around the edges, you see them playing, shooting up into
Wow.
the air and flying down and splashing down. It's hard to even
Wow.
comprehend the magnificence of these massive creatures just flying up, tens of feet in the air and then splashing down. And then you see the group of them. It's like, wow. Anyway, I've hit him and he is dead. So I will press this stupid ass button. There you go.
All right, Doc.
Me again. I will look at Loki and I will tap him on the shoulder and point at Twitch and point at the little Sheen. Cool, huh? Would you like some of that?
Sure, why not?
Well, look,
I will hit him up with a basic booster.
the Florida clan wants you guys there, but you just follow whatever your doctor suggests.
Nanites crawl all over his body and form a little sheen, giving him a point of armor class for 4 rounds.
Nice.
After I just
Beaker,
got done. Yep. Beaker's moving over there.
Beaker's going to move to there.
Okay.
And then, can he see into that window if he hops up?
Yes, he doesn't have to hop up. It's ceiling, floor to ceiling. It's a empty conference room.
Were the other ones empty as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, you guys can all see the conference rooms below you are all empty.
All right. That's what I was.
Lights are a
All right.
little dim.
Then we are done. He can't be the only one here.
All right, Loki, you're up.
Yeah, I guess I'll just.
Orandor, can he do a communicator thing with his knowledge of these creatures here to say, hey, these
Yeah.
guys run in packs or something of that nature?
So these are intelligent life forms. So it's not, if you were out.
Yeah.
Wait, that was Twitch. Hold on. Okay.
I just made my move action before I left the basement. You don't have to
Gotcha.
complete it until my turn.
So like I said, if they were out in the wild or something, if they were animals or beasts or something, it would be more things. So it's like saying, humans, do they travel in packs? Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Sometimes.
So, you did notice he had symbols on his armor. So he's with some sort of either some sort of group or
Squad or something.
gang
Yeah.
or military something,
Okay.
or is sponsored by somebody. What did you want to do on your turn? That's it. Okay. All right. So, I'm sorry, Loki. What did you say you were doing as you move?
No, I just said I was moving.
Okay.
Yeah. I
All right.
just
So
wasn't
Twitch
sure how
comes
far
around
I.
the corner, moves up the stairs a little bit, starts looking around.
Beaker don't get to go first.
Yeah, I don't know. After all the talking up I did, maybe when they changed this and moved it into your gear, they tweaked it. But I've my other campaign on the alternate Sunday nights, that she has a companion and it's always worked just fine. It's always been correct. So it's weird that it's not working tonight.
Was he added to the combat tracker from my character sheet?
Yes. Thing is, they used to have it on the main page, and you were linked, so you could then it was right there on your main page where it had like biohacker and then companion, um, and that's not there anymore. Anyway, so Twitch. I was just checking the companion things. Yeah, I don't see anything special that needs to be done.
All right, it shouldn't
All right.
be his turn.
So it is Twitch's turn. And 20. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'm going to say the entirety of these stairs will add 5 feet of movement. So at some point, as you're traversing up the stairs, you need to burn an extra 5 feet of movement. Anytime. So once you burned it, it's not every round. So whenever you want to do it. All right. So he goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right. So that's 30 feet where he is now. Seven. Loki.
My turn again? Alright,
So don't forget to burn an extra 5 feet of movement as you travel up the stairs.
so I can only move 25 feet?
Correct.
Alright. That's where I'm...
I forgot that it was. All right, so you're standing on the body of the dead guy.
Can I search the body? Once.
He has a rifle and a long sword, and still in the scabbard, but he was using a rifle. So if you want to search the body, it's going to take longer than 6 seconds. But you do see those two things.
I'll grab the sword and the rifle.
For my own information, did you burn my 5 feet already on the stairs, or do I need to remember to do that next time?
You burned the 5 feet of movement already.
Okay.
All right, Doc.
All right. I will move to the stairs myself. That'll be my 40 feet of movement, counting for the 5 extra feet for the stairs. Then I'm going to use my move action to give him another move action to get to the top of the stairs.
Yeah, this one.
And he'll chitter loudly that something's up there. I don't know if anybody else can see it. Doc from where he is, but
So you still have He still has 10 feet of movement.
He's going to start scampering in that direction.
All right, so there's a railing there, so you would need to go. He can go forward or diagonally up if you want.
Is that up and
So
over?
he can go there. That's 5 feet, but diagonally is weird, so you wouldn't be able to go another diagonal, but you can go straight if you want.
That's fine. Right there
Okay.
is fine.
Cool. So he scampers over there.
I think that's a security bot.
What is Beaker's stealth? Is it trained in stealth?
I believe he is. Give me a moment here to get to him. You want to roll?
No, I just want to know what his ranks are.
7. He has 7 plus 7.
7. Okay. Yeah, because he didn't say anything about him sneaking, so.
No,
But
he's
people
not.
are naturally stealthy or not, so. Okay, door. We moved up a little bit. Can't hear you. Still can't hear you.
Just in case you thought I was sneaking around, it was part of my turn. Okay, so he has moved that far. That's all he can go. And he is not going to do anything at this moment because they're too far away and it would be too much of a minus. Actually, you know what? I'm going to still try anyway. So I get minus something or other to shoot the Sebash. And then I
So
probably get something else
the
to,
only
to
reason you guys
squeeze
can
in
see
between.
them is because right now I had the party vision on, I guess. And so because the Beaker can see him, everybody can see him, but
Okay.
Twitch is
So
the
I'm
only one who can see them.
okay. So I'm still too short to see over the thing.
Right.
Okay. Then I've done then I'm just moving up and that's all I can do.
You can move again if you want.
Oh, I can.
You
All
can
right.
use
Let's do that then.
your action to move again if you want.
Okay. I'll do that then.
So there's no minus,
10,
just whatever your normal
15,
movement would be.
right? 15. So there's that. I'm still going. I still have to take out 5 for my movement for the stairs. So I'm at
No, you don't.
15.
You already did it
I don't.
once, so
Oh,
for the rest of the
okay.
stairs, you're good.
And come on. And one of these. So God damn it! How do I clear this thing again?
Oh dear goodness.
There you go. So now
That was
you can see them. Now you're at a point where you can just high enough to where you can just peek over the edge. So you see her.
okay.
She's if it's a female, as she's shutting the top of the robot, the security robot, little hatch on the top. Chink. She's closing the hatch there. She's looking
Okay.
over her shoulder as Twitch and you come up the stairs. All right, so
Kenobi, you're my only hope.
we have 5 minutes left, so we will go ahead and call it here.
His old friends.
As they both turn, and you see the security robot's little laser sights, ding, 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 focus on you guys. As she stands, and it hovers into space. Let me show you the image. So that is what you see. You guys would know it has a little shock pistol on it. It has a grenade, sticky bomb grenade, so as to hold you in place. And it can also punch you with its little arms if you get close enough.
All right, Sven, before we go, I'm not going to search the guy I'm standing over. I'm just going to take the rifle and the sword.
Okay.
And we're not here next week, right? Because you're doing something special for Halloween.
No, well, I'm not. So next week is
Halloween.
right. So next week, we're not doing the other campaign. I'm not going to interfere with anybody else doing their stuff. My joke was that I was doing a special terror stream of me pole dancing and doing body art.
Oh, no, no.
Um,
No,
No.
but
okay.
this campaign is on for the week after that. And I had meant to do it earlier, and I apologize, Jingo, but did want to say one last shout out for last week. Last time we played, it was a lot of fun doing that one shot. Thank you for that. Thank you guys for playing with me.
Yep.
Say goodbye to the stream.
Goodbye,
Goodbye.
There,
stream.
people.
Dream.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, whatever else you do. Enjoy the rest of your day.